In a world where carbs are your enemy, you need one man to help you fight your battles. That man is Jimmy.
Combating nutrition disinformation and general bull. It's Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com.
And now it's available at your local Walmart. Get exclusive offers from Real Good Foods by texting RGF to 474747. And be sure to visit realgoodfoods.com to learn more about Real Good Foods' ketogenic line of products. Real Good Foods.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Instagram Live. We're here with another episode of Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com is the website, and you'll see how the fun works. We start off over on Instagram, so if you're not following me currently on Instagram, what are you waiting on? Go and follow me at Livin' Low Carb Man. That's LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Once you're there, you can engage live in the content, just like all these people are doing right now. If you missed me live, you can watch it on replay on Instagram for up to 24 hours. After 24 hours, it does disappear from Instagram, but we put all the past episodes up on YouTube. So type in Jimmy Rants as a keyword search. You will find the show. Finally, we have a Jimmy Rants podcast, which has the best of the best moments of this here show in audio form. It's a fun show if you've never listened to it, with like a little music bed going on underneath the whole best of the best moments. It's pretty darn cool, guys. Go check it out on Apple Podcast or Stitcher. All of these links, you guys, are at JimmyRants.com. Today's Jimmy Rants is all about your keto journey. And I want to know who is defining your keto path. Because I see a lot of people get upset when people start commenting about the way that they choose to do their ketogenic diet. And really, this applies to anything in life, but because I talk about keto so often, it's very apropos to your keto path. So who is defining your keto path? Because a lot of people allow what their doctor tells them to define their keto path. So they go in, yeah, I've been doing this keto thing, and the doctor's like, well, it's making your LDL cholesterol really, really bad. And it's making your total cholesterol really, really bad. It's harming you, so you need to get off that keto. Anybody had that happen before? Of course you have. Who else is defining your keto path? Maybe your family is defining your keto path. Maybe you have a husband or a wife or some family member that's not very supportive of you eating lots of fat in your diet. They think you're going to give yourself a heart attack from all that butter, that if you eat too many eggs, it's like smoking cigarettes, you're going to kill yourself. Maybe you have people that are family members that are helping define your keto path. What about all of those people online? They mean so well. Do they? Do they really mean well? They mean so well when they tell you that the way you're doing keto is all wrong. And I'll even give you an example in my own life. So I've been posting these Jimmy Rants videos on YouTube, and hi, my YouTubers. And some, just about every single day, I get some snide comment about, so this guy pretends like he's eating keto, and it's very obvious he cheats on his keto. He's not really doing keto. He should stop lying to people, and he should actually get off his fat ass and actually do. I get those every single day, you guys. So if that's you, you're about to leave a comment on this video on YouTube, get ready. It's going to be deleted, and your butt's going to get blocked. But they are also trying to define what your keto path is. And can I tell you emphatically here on this Jimmy Rants that the only person who is allowed to define your keto path is you. It should be you and only you. And nobody else can truly understand, not even a spouse, not even a coworker, not even a parent or grandparent, not even those people that are the closest people in your life. Not even they can know what your path is all about. And they're going to try to make comments to you pretending like they know better about your path than you do. And when that happens, this is how I handle those people, except for the turd balls on YouTube who I have to block and delete. But this is how I handle those people. Thank you so much for your input about my journey. And I'm really appreciative that you took time to share your comments with me about it. I am doing what is right for me at this moment. I appreciate your input. And if they were kind of ugly to me, I always throw this in there. If you used a little more love, kindness, and compassion, as well as respect for your fellow human being, maybe your information would be received a little better. Okay? So I was kind back, and I basically have to write that kind of thing every single day to certain people who try to help define my keto path. And I think part of the challenge for someone like myself is I have some notoriety online because of the podcasting that I do in this realm. I'm on camera with you guys on a daily basis, a couple of times a day. All the books that I've written, I'm currently working on number 9 and number 10 books right now. Both of those are coming out here in the first half of this year. And so people are, well, you should be a better example of what keto looks like. You got to get your act together. And there's no kindness, there's no love, there's no compassion. And they're trying to define my keto as how I look on the outside with weight. And I always remind them, my keto path isn't necessarily a weight loss journey. Yes, weight loss would be cool, and weight loss has been a part of what I've done. And oh yeah, by the way, I'm way down from my highest weight I ever was. But my path is a health journey. My path is one where I'm pursuing more energy. I'm pursuing greater brain health. I'm pursuing health markers that are spectacular. And all the mocking me in the world about my weight isn't going to take me off of my eye on the ball on those things that are a part of my keto path. Now that makes people mad. And let them be mad. That's on them. At the end of the day, you have the path that you're on. Whatever your keto path is. There's a lot of people that go keto for not the purposes of fat loss. And the thing that's really interesting is the people that are skinny when they start keto, nobody ever judges them because they don't see anything on the outside on those people. And they're getting the benefits of keto without any of the scorn. So why, because someone may happen to have a little extra weight on their body when they go keto, is there this assumption that it has to be a weight loss journey? I think keto, the main reason why you go keto is the brain health benefits, the mood stabilizing benefits, the intense energy benefits, the taking away of the cravings and the hunger benefits. Never mind all the blood work that gets better as well. So, if you're just joining us, we are asking the question on this Jimmy Rants episode of who is defining your keto path. And a lot of people are abdicating that role to other people. They're letting voices on the outside tell them, well, you should be losing more weight. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. When at the end of the day, it's none of their friggin' business, right? And the only business it should be is for you. And so if you are one of those people that has given up control of your own keto path, can I implore you here today on this Jimmy Rants to grab back control and refuse to let other people define your success or failure? Nothing makes me more sad than to see someone who's doing extraordinarily well on their keto journey. Extraordinarily well. And yet somebody, a doctor, a coworker, a parent, a grandparent, somebody in their life discourages them because they, quote, didn't lose enough weight yet. They, quote, look pale. They, quote, aren't as healthy as they used to be. all that butter is going to clog your arteries and that kind of nonsense. You've got to tune out a lot of noise when you go keto. And maybe the answer is don't tell people you've gone keto. You just tell them you're eating a real food-based diet, and maybe that solves a lot of the issue. But again, at the end of the day, it's your path. You alone determine how it's going, and you can't let other people define how your keto is going. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here, you guys. Appreciate you being here. Tracy says, it's only me and myself. See, Tracy, you are a stronger one than most. So did Val. Val said, just me. Tracy says, even more so because I live carnivore. Yeah, you really don't want to tell people that you're doing that. Yo Mama Lifts, oh my God, there are some crazy keto Facebook groups out there who put the dog in dogmatic. Yeah, you kind of have to stay away from some of the groups. And just because they have keto in the title, by the way, doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be supportive. And so if you don't find support on a Facebook group or wherever you are online, you need to flee that and find places of support. Hopefully this Jimmy Rants show that you get to come to on a daily basis a couple of times, hopefully I offer you that kind of support and encouragement and positivity. We have so much negativity, you guys, that I try to come on here and exude positivity. At least you have a smiling voice a couple of times a day. I'm defining my life and my keto. Who doesn't agree? The door's over there, says Kitty Caddick. Yeah. RL Blackbean says, I totally am. I did keto the way I thought it should be done, and it makes me feel good. And that's the thing. That's the bottom line. Keto is a great template, but then you tweak it to make it work for you. And a lot of times when people see someone else doing keto in a different way from them, they get all in a tizzy. Well, you're doing it the wrong way. And I'm going, whoa, 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 whoa. Is that person getting results? Yes. Then why are we discouraging them? If someone's getting results with what they're doing, we need to encourage them. And all those kind of snide people on YouTube who say things about my weight, do they have any idea how stupid they look? Because I've lost 25 plus pounds now doing this keto carnivore thing. And if they've been paying attention, they would know that. And if I've lost 25 pounds, is that not a good thing? Is that not a pursuit towards a goal of what they're thinking I should be? Yes, it is. And so shut the bleep up when you don't know what the bleep you're talking about, right? Don't listen to the peanuts. What is that? Is that a peanut? We are all a work in progress, says C. Goodman 51. And that's the thing. I'm really glad some days that my issue with my health is weight, and it manifests as weight, because a lot of people, they see their thinness as their healthfulness, and it masks maybe the severity of their problem. For someone like myself, it manifests as weight on the body, and so it's very easily looked at, but it's also easily judged. And so it's a good and a bad double-edged sword there. My hubby is a smart one, says Kitty Caddick. You married well then, Cat. Crystal says, my best friend will ask me about keto, and after we talk, she always says, well, after you lose, you can just adjust carbs back into your diet again. She just doesn't get that it's a permanent and healthy lifestyle change. And some people can add back in a few more carbs, but you're certainly not eating bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, all that kind of stuff anymore. Kimberly, oh my goodness, how dare anyone else judge you, me, or anyone else on our keto journey? No one can eat for us. I'm joining Christine. Do not talk about my Jimmy. Well, I don't mind the naysayers, and I like the conversation where it crosses the line is where they get ugly, and a lot of times on YouTube it gets really ugly. So I'm look into my eyes, YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, I'm better than that guy, let me write something really bad and ugly down there in the comments. Go ahead. Make my day. It really doesn't bother me anymore, you guys. I'm just so used to it now. Peace, love, and bacon grease. The people who have criticized my keto have only fueled my fire to research more and become a nutritional therapy practitioner. So take that. And then she has some choice emojis, which I won't repeat here. Coco Chanel says, that's so true about the skinny ketoers. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate that people who have weight on the body have to put up with a lot more emotional scarring and emotional damage on their journey because the expectation level that you should lose weight. People who are thin and go keto for the brain health benefits and some of the other benefits, they never have to put up with that kind of bullcrap. And not that I'm bemoaning it. I'm really happy for those people that they're able to find a nutritional approach that will help them in their health. But they don't ever have to deal with some of the psychological issues and emotional issues that are tied to when you have weight on your body. And so when said weight can be a little bit problematic coming off the body, people then start to judge and go, well, that keto thing is a piece of crap because it's not helping you lose weight. And the one that keeps coming up with me is, well, you've been doing this for 6 years. You should be thinner than everybody. And I'm going, does that make any sense at all? And it also neglects that I used to be a 410-pound man, and I'm nowhere near 400 pounds anymore. They always forget the context of who and what they're talking about. It's an interesting conversation, that's for sure. No Margaret, I actually have been told that I'm too thin and it's because of keto, LOL. You just can't win. I don't try and convince them. Yeah, my friend Maria Emmerich, who anybody who's ever seen Maria, she's one of the most energetic, delightful human beings in the entire world. She has been fit shamed. Fit shamed. You've heard of fat shaming where people make fun of you because you're big. She's been fit shamed and said, well, you're just anorexic and bulimic and you've got an eating disorder and you're too thin. And it's like, what? It's amazing to me, the things that people would say about your keto journey. But Maria does not let anyone else define her keto journey. Jimmy Moore does not let anyone else define his keto journey. Nope, not going to happen. Christy F16, I made the mistake of letting other Facebook groups dictate my keto life. Not anymore. I'm doing it my way and only my way. And that's the attitude to have, Christy. I think if you are comfortable with what you're doing, you're getting results with what you're doing that you are very happy with, then at the end of the day, who cares what anybody else thinks? Seriously. And if they want to make judgments, then you kind of block those people out of your life. And if it means leaving a Facebook group, so be it. If it means someone is harassing you in an email, you block them. You do what you got to do your journey of keto, because it's really up to you anyway, just you. Russ says, your example leads my keto path. Excellent. Thank you, buddy. He says, my own choices define my success and failure. Precisely. Bonnie Lene, I will grab back my control over my keto with people talking about me dieting again. I say it's a lifestyle, not a diet. Then they look up in the air. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, you can share about your journey. And if people don't want to accept that, then that's on them. You have shared, especially if they ask you about it, you've shared, and that's really all that you have to do. Sharon says, I don't have support in my own house. My husband keeps saying this keto thing isn't working. This hurts and doesn't help me at all. Well, Sharon, that's too bad. And hopefully the longer that you stick with this and you start getting results, I'm assuming he's referring to weight loss. I don't know what he means that it's not working, but you've got to be confident that what you're doing is improving your health. If I can help you in any way, you please reach out to me. Hal Road 1221, so far I've let people talk, and if they're negative, I quit talking, but I haven't quit. I'm so proud of myself. My son's biggest fear is that I'm going to die from all the fat. Well, there's certainly no evidence to show that eating fat with in the absence of carbohydrate is going to harm you in one way at all. It's not going to harm you in any way. The real fear is when you have higher fat and higher carb at the same time. That's no bueno. That's the quickest way to pack on the pounds. Lori Mutter says, find your tribe. Always. You got to find your peeps. And you guys are my peeps. Y'all are on here every day engaging in the Jimmy Rants content. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of my tribe and helping hold me accountable. And I don't think many of you are worried that I have extra weight on my body. Why would you keep coming back? Which is what's so funny about all the comments on YouTube. Well, you're so fat. Why does anybody listen to you? Got a whole heck of a lot of people that watch these Jimmy Rants every single day. And if I wasn't giving them good quality content, they would stop watching. Mic drop. Keto cutting board. We don't want people making us jump into the keto closet. And that would be sad. That would be sad if people so terrified you about talking about your keto that you're not doing it the quote right way, that you wouldn't say anything. But here's the thing. If you start getting success, then you have to talk about it, because people are like, what'd you do? You lost a lot of weight. You look really vibrant. You look like you have a lot of energy, blah, 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 blah. And if you can't be bold and proud about what you did, that's wrong, right? The pork shoulder that I slow cooked for 7 hours last weekend is defining my path this week. I love it, Russ. That's great, buddy. AZGO111, you're looking great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hal Rose says, I found KFRLP, you, your wife, Dr. Barry, Nisha, Nurse Nancy. Are you talking about Nurse Cindy? And Dr. Westman. Yeah, all good people. Always reading and learning and sharing with my son so he will learn that I won't die from eating too much fat. Sharon says, nobody in my house is willing to try keto or help me, so I can't get rid of the non-keto foods in my house like others can. Makes it hard, but I just got support for my choices. I would be fine. If I got support for my choices, I would be fine. Well, Sharon, that certainly makes it harder, but not impossible. And what I would encourage you with today is lead by example. All right, so the rest of the house wants to eat crappy garbage. Let them eat it. You show them how easy and delicious and yummy all your keto choices are. And it's very easy to get discouraged because others around you aren't supporting you, but it doesn't mean you have to give in and do what they do. You do you, boo. You do you. And show them through example, by example, how to get healthy with keto. Alma says, I lost 50 pounds thanks to the good books and the good advice. And you did it your way. Good for you. I get the too thin comments from family members all the time, says Keto Meemaw. Most of them are diabetics. And that's the sad thing. Most of the critics of your keto path are not doing well themselves. And so it's kind of the ironic thing in it all. You know, if you sat there and ate Ding Dongs, Ho-Hos, Coca-Cola, Taco Bell, pizza, you name the crappy garbage, would anybody bat an eye? Nobody would bat an eye at that. But as soon as you eat steak and vegetables and fat, oh my gosh, you're about to die of a heart attack tomorrow. It's amazing. I don't get it. Clay says it took me 2 months of education before I understood why keto was right for me. And once you got that education, Clay, then you took it and you ran with it, and now you're benefiting from it on your personal keto path. And you can't let anybody take that away from you. My husband's not keto, but doesn't disagree with my choices. Well, Ashton, that's awesome. And I think at some point, even he will have to notice the changes that are happening to you. We have a lot of people come on my low-carb cruise, which, by the way, we do 2 of them a year, you guys. lowcarbcruiseinfo.com if you're interested. But one at the end of May and then one in September. And we have a lot of spouses or people that are into keto bring their spouses with them. And the next year on the cruise, that spouse comes back, they're down in weight, and they're on keto. So don't underestimate your influence in their life that they could decide to do this because of your example. Keto Cutting Board says you just torture them with making great looking, delicious food. they look down and see that they're eating a bologna sandwich, they'll be like, what in the world am I eating? Exactly. Russ says, my wife says she will eat some of the meat I cook, but often it's too fatty. She won't touch it. I've come to accept it, and it simply, in my mind, means that there's more for me. Yep. Clay said, I'm down 50 pounds so far. Good job, man. That's really awesome. Russ says, I pray that you keep doing the low-carb cruise so when kids get a bit older, I can bring them along. Bring them along, man. We have a lot of great activities for children as well. So, all right, guys. So the bottom line in this Jimmy Rants is, who is defining your keto path? And at the end of the day, it only needs to be you. If it's anybody else, you need to kick those people out of your life in terms of letting them dictate your keto path, because it's nobody else's business but yours. And you know what works for you. And if you're not doing what works for you, you're not going to be successful. And that's not good. We want you to be successful. We want you to find your keto path, and you stick with your keto path, and don't let the beep balls of the world get you off of that path. Barb Harrington says, I'm grateful that no one is discouraging me in my choices. I think that that is because I've been the go-to health info person in my circle of peeps for years, and I've always provided good and reliable info. And that's a great way to end this Jimmy Rants, Barb. Thank you for sharing that. Be that example. Be the one that looks like you've done your research, because Barb has done her research. Be that person in the people around you's life that when they have questions about health, they come to you. Christine's dad is so funny. He will call all the time about medical and health and nutrition stuff, and talking to Christine literally all the time. And so between me and Christine, we're answering all kind of questions, but we're now his guru that he always calls anytime he has questions. Which is kind of interesting, because they used to mock us for eating keto, and now they're doing keto too. So it's pretty funny. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com is the website. As always, we start off on Instagram. Go follow me there at Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Once you're there, you can actually engage in the content live, like all these people did here today. If you missed the live, we do have hundreds of people watch it on replay, so go watch the replay on Instagram. After 24 hours, it does disappear. We throw all the past episodes up on YouTube. Go follow me on YouTube, type in Jimmy Rants. You will find the show. Finally, we have the best of the best moments of this here show in podcast form on Apple Podcast as well as Stitcher. JimmyRants.com is the website. So until next time, we'll see you then.